Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing two different eyeshadow looks using two different Charlotte Tilbury palettes. As you guys know, Charlotte Tilbury released 4 palettes just a couple of months ago. I don't know if it was like January, February-ish, maybe even longer than that. I'm not sure, but she released 4 palettes. 3 of them were new. 1 was an existing palette, but these palettes were created for your eye color. So for example, the Copper Charge palette, this palette retails for $53. This palette was created for blue eyes. These colors are opposite on the color wheel of blue eyes, and so they're really supposed to make blue eyes pop. So I create a look with this palette, which I really love this palette. Recently, I uploaded a video of ranking all of my Charlotte Tilbury palettes. If you guys haven't checked out that video, I will link it up here in the iCards and also in the description box down below. I go through all of my Charlotte Tilbury palettes and pick which ones are my least to my most favorite. And it was a really fun video. But in that video, I talked about this palette, how much I really do love this. This is definitely a little different than some of the others. They're very sparkly and just very shimmery, and I really, really love this palette. It's very easy to create a look with. My friend Ashley Lamora sent this to me, and I've just been loving it ever since I got it. Now, when Charlotte Tilbury launched these palettes, she also launched 4 corresponding eyeliners. I only picked up 1. I actually picked up the Copper Charge. This one has the matte, kind of like a maroon brick color on one end. This is what the matte looks like. And then on the other is a beautiful copper shimmery shade. And this is the color of it. It's so pretty. I use this eyeliner pencil in the look that I create with the Copper Charge palette. And then we also have the Green Lights palette. This is not a new palette. There was 3 new palettes and 1 original, and this is the Rebel palette. This was not a new palette, but I knew I needed to get it because I didn't really have anything in my collection from Charlotte Tilbury in these beautiful olive greens with the gold, and I just love, love, love olive green tones. So I knew I needed to pick it up. This also retails for $53. These colors are supposed to make hazel eyes really pop. I have blue eyes, and I think this looks pretty good on my blue eyes. The Copper Charge definitely makes my blue eyes pop. You guys will see that in the tutorial. It does make my blue eyes pop, but this is such a beautiful palette. I knew I needed to get this one as well. And that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through 2 of the tutorials, show you guys how I create looks with each one of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna take the matte shade in the palette, and I'm gonna build this in my outer corner, kind of creating that C shape. And I'm just using soft tapping motions to kind of tap the shadow into place. I'm also going to take that shade and lightly place it on the inner corner, just so that when I add some shades on that lid, it will have a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to kind of softly buff those outer edges and make sure that everything is nice and blended. Now I'm going to connect the outer and the inner corner together. Now taking a clean brush, I'm just going to softly buff out all of the shadow that I have applied, and so that when I go in for a second time, I can build up depth, but everything is nice and blended. Going in one more time, I'm going to define that outer corner and the crease a little bit more with that matte shade, and also trying to create a little bit of a wing shape on that outer corner. Now I'm just going to kind of pull the shadow and blend it together. Now I'm going to build the inner corner just a little bit, just to try to connect it to the outer corner, but making sure that everything is blended and more seamless. Now I'm going to add that shade on the lower lash line and bringing it all the way into the inner corner. Now I'm taking my finger and I'm going to put that really beautiful copper shade on the lid, and I'm bringing that shade all the way over to the outer corner and also as high up as I can get in the crease. Now I'm just going to take a clean brush and just kind of buff and make sure that that shade is nice and blended. Now I'm going to go into that really pretty gold shade. It's so pretty. I'm going to pop that right on the center of my lid just to add that extra dimension on the lid. Then I'm going to go into the first gold shade and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. Now taking the Charlotte Tilbury Copper Charge pencil, I'm going to line my upper eyelid with this shade, getting it as close to the lash as I can, and also creating a little bit of a wing. Now I'm going to take a pencil and just kind of sharpen that line up just a little bit. Now I'm taking a makeup wipe and I'm going to clean up any of the fallout. And then I'm going to take a eye cream and just reapply, blending that in. I also want to take a sponge and make sure that my sponge picks up any of the extra eye cream sitting on my eye. Now I'm going to put my Hourglass concealer on, get that nice and blended out, making sure to be careful not to get too close to where I have applied the eyeshadow. Now taking a brush and going over that line just to make sure that it's nice and blended and everything is, nice and smooth. Now I'm taking the Hourglass 1.5 mm eyeliner and I'm going to go up on my upper waterline and fill in any of those gaps. I really like this eyelid pencil because it's really easy to get up into those hard to reach areas, and it's really, really small, and I really love this pencil. Now I'm going to put on a pair of Ardell Lashes. I will have them linked in the description box down below, but I really, really love these Faux Mink lashes. They're so beautiful. Now I'm going over the lash band line with my Charlotte Tilbury Matte Copper Charge Eyeliner just to make sure that I cover up that band. Now I'm going to blend my real lashes and the false lashes together with some mascara. Also applying some mascara on my lower lashes just to make the eyeshadow and the eye look pop. Now I'm going to take my lip pencil from McGrath in the shade Supernatural, and I'm going to line my lips with this shade. I love this pencil. It is so long lasting and I just love it. It is fantastic. Now I'm going to take the lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury called Angel Alessandra, and I'm going to place that on my lip, and then I'm going to take a brush and kind of blend them together just so that I can blend out the lip pencil and melt it into the lipstick. So this is the final look, and this is just such a beautiful palette. I absolutely love it, and I do think that it has definitely made my blue eyes pop in such a way. It's such a beautiful palette, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let's move on to the green lights tutorial. Starting with this beautiful gold shade, I want this to be the main color of the look, so I'm going to place this all over the lid, all up into the crease, and just keep adding it and blending it out just to make it more dominant. And I love this shade. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to take my finger and place it right on the lid just to make it a little bit more bold. Now going into that beautiful olive green on the top, I'm going to start kind of putting this on the outer corner and just adding a little bit of dimension, a little bit of depth on the outer corner, but still want the gold to be kind of the focal point of the look. These shimmer shades blend so beautifully together. I love, love, love this olive green. It's so beautiful. Now taking the darker of the green, I'm going to kind of carve it out a little bit there on my outer corner, kind of trying to add a little bit of that depth, also bringing it into the crease. Again, gold is going to be the main point of the look, but I want that green to kind of emphasize the gold. I'm going to place it here on the lower lash line and really blend it in, but very soft as well. Going back into the gold,
I'm going to bring the gold back into that crease and just make sure that it's showing up good. Now I want to place this on my inner corner, and I kind of want it to open up my eye. Then I'm taking the Hourglass 1.5 millimeter eyeliner, just like I did in the last tutorial, and I'm using this on my upper waterline. Now I'm taking the Pat McGrath liquid eyeliner, and I am going to line my lash line with this. And I'm going to attempt to make a winged eyeliner look, but I am the worst at winged eyeliners. I'm trying to learn. I'm getting a little bit better, but I'm still learning. But I really love this liquid eyeliner from Pat McGrath. It's such a great eyeliner. I'm also going to take the brown pencil liner from Pat McGrath, and I'm going to go over that liquid eyeliner just to kind of soften those edges. And I feel like the brown and the black just really make it a little bit more smoky. I'm going to take a brush and just kind of blend them together. Now I'm taking the Faux Mink lashes from Ardell, just like in the last look, and I'm going to place them on the eye, add a little bit of mascara just to blend my real lashes and the false lashes together. Also putting some of the mascara on the lower lashes as well. And then I'm going to take a gold highlighter from Jaclyn Hill. It's in the shade Balm. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to place that on my inner corner. Next, I'm taking a lipstick from Hourglass. It's in the shade All Forever. It's from their Ghost collection. It is only available on their website. It is the prettiest brick red. I absolutely love it. So this is the final look. I absolutely love this olive green and the golds together. They're just such a beautiful combination with the red lip. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, this was a super fun palette to play with.
That's it for both of the tutorials. I hope that these tutorials were inspiration for you in case you have both of these palettes or one of them or whatever. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.